Now, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I think we can continue now. I wanted to access the premium version, but inshallah, and we could not access that. But we just continue with this for a while. And someone said that we did not answer his question. Please, no problem, brother. Let me add you as an admin so you can. So, how do I do this thing? Okay, make host here. So this is still recording. And let me share my screen. Someone asked the question before. Don't know if the person is still around. Okay, we were talking about the WordPress. We're talking about the WordPress settings. When in general settings, we have series of settings here in the WordPress. You can look at this bar, the left side bar. So I was starting with the general settings. Say you have your site title. This is the title of the site. What is the name of the site? If I change it to Al-ibiewī.com, it will be the one displaying here. So let's say Al-ibiewī. Site title. I can use my tagline. Series the website I've designed before. Let's use knowledge meets opportunity. So guys, that's our tagline. And have WordPress URL, your site URL. This is the link to your site. So we'll change this to HTTPS because I've already installed our SSL, and this will make it secured. This will make it secure. This S means secured. Add the security to the HTTP. Please, who is using the mic? Yeah, thank you very much. So you still have your email here. Anyone can register. This membership will leave that. These are block controls. So when the new user registers, what role is assigned to the person? Because in WordPress you have different roles. Me as the creator, I'm the owner of the site. So I can choose the person to be an administrator, to be an editor, an author, or a contributor, or a subscriber. An administrator has all the rights in the website. Just that the owner has the rights to the cPanel. You have the access to the cPanel as the owner. So you can, from the cPanel, you can remove other persons. If, for example, someone is trying to take over your site, and this happens sometimes, one of my clients, actually, the former company, it's a company that designed the site. So they did not want the person to leave their service. And she was not getting a good service from them. So when she was leaving, they were like they removed her from admin in the site. They accessed the site and removed her from admin. So I logged into the cPanel back end and removed the guys and gained access to the site again, changed the user role. So these roles, they have some rules, and you can also create additional roles and set their permissions in WordPress using some plugins. So you have an administrator, an editor. Editor can add posts, media, and pages. You can do some things, but you can access things for admins like the settings, the tools, some settings, the tools, and the editing of the code. So you can set our site language. I think I can use English UK. Let's just leave that. Time zone. You have a date format. How you want your date to be formatted in the WordPress site. And I think week starts on Monday or Sunday. Anyone you prefer. Then that's saved. Oh, our HTTP was just set. I think that has corrected the site. Let me try to access it from here. That's where this thing works. Okay. Okay. So let's leave this. So that's the essence of the cPanel, panel, the backend, this panel itself, because you have some rights. Although this is not, because this is a local site, and you have real live sites, you have more options. You can install themes from here, you can install plugins from here, you can remove users and do other things. So these are websites. We'll continue with the settings, the writing settings. The writing settings is dealing with the posts, your blog settings. So default post categories, how do you want a site to be categorized? So the default one, you can create a category from this post. So go to categories and create a category here. Then you add it as the default one. Maybe you want the default one to be all blogs. Then you create the all blogs instead of uncategorized. Create all blogs as a category here. Then you add it from this list as your default post category. So any blog post you create will be added as default. If you do not assign it to any category, to be added as what your whatever name you give to it. So you have your dates, a default post format. You can create different post formats. You have gallery, depending on what, and these are advanced features. Standard is enough for what we want to discuss today. You have a mail server. Okay, this I think. Let's go to reading. And there's one. These are just simple things you can go through actually. So blog posts, at most 10 posts in the first view. Maybe you want to click on read more for more. And these settings can be they can be overwritten by themes and your plugins. This is just the basic WordPress settings. Access to the search, Google search. So you can create Google search engine. You can mark this and save changes, but we want our site to be viewed from Google search. So discussion, media, permalinks. Let's just go to permalinks. These are things you can check out. Go to permalinks and let me exit this. Okay. So go to permalinks and this is just perfect. So I want it to be here, post name. Because if this post name, why I want it to be post name? Because now your WordPress site, for example, if I'm the home page, it will simply be WordPress, my site .com or .org or .whatever I'm using /home. So it will be using what? The HTTPS, your WordPress local address, then your the sample post or the web page you are, the current page you are. So always select post name. It is good for SEO and is the best practice to use. Don't use any other one apart from that. I don't think that there should be any usage for others. So you have a privacy, you can check that out. You have a privacy, you can use GDPR settings and you can use plugin to always update this. So the next thing we look at is the posts. The posts, this way you create your blogs, you can create a new post. See, WordPress automatically installed a new post for us. A new post when we installed WordPress was automatically installed for us, and we can trash this out and we can add new posts, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to have a brief overview of everything that is here. You can add a new post, you can have categories. You want to categorize your website into sections, and you can also use tags. And these things, that's where SEO come in play. When you use your tags very well, use your categories very well, you have your you optimize it for the search engine. You can create a category here. The slug can be directly as the category name to be automatically updated as the category name. So you can also, if it's a child category, maybe it's a category under a category, like you have humans, I would say you have animals, then you have donkey. So donkey is a category under animals. So or you see male donkeys like that. So you have child categories. So you can also group them in according to taxonomy. You can have a taxonomy group in here also. So same as the tags, you can go through media. You can import, as I said before, the domain, or sorry, not the domain, the hosting of your site. That's what defines how much things you can put in your site. So since you are using local hosting, you can always put, like I say unlimited, depending on the space we have in our PC. Because this is a local hosting, and you can see how fast it is. It's really fast. It's fast. Basically, these guys that created this local application, they tried. and I recently discovered it. So you have to be following up with the trend. We have libraries here. You can update, you can import files and import photos, videos, everything you want to import here. This is just the basic things of WordPress. Then we have our pages. Our pages are the web pages you have in our site. For example, home page, other pages. So WordPress came with a sample page. This WordPress team, 2024 team, came with a sample page, which is this one here. You have your privacy policy page. It comes with every WordPress installed. So you have these two pages. With every WordPress that's installed, these two pages come with them. So you can delete any of them, click on maybe everything, bulk action, move to trash, apply. That's if you don't need them. Okay. So we can come to comments. You can manage the comments. If you have spam comments, what the comments came with the WordPress site, you can always update that. And okay, we have some questions. Let me see. Okay, GDPR settings. Please, if you can switch off your video, please. Thank you. GDPR settings. That's concerning some countries. It's some rules and regulations. Like what you have to, for example, before sourcing for people's information in the website, you have to seek for their permission. A very good, Brother Suleiman, if you can switch off your video, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And your audio. So GDPR, for example, now, when you go to some sites, you see, I don't think if I can, maybe I can, I can get a sample of that. Let's go to Zoom itself. Maybe we'll see something. Even when you are registering for some site, you see something like, do you agree with our policy and policy, you have something like that, then you click on I agree. That's GDPR, that's part of GDPR, and you have different categories of it also. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So in some countries, you have to ask for their permission before you can access their files. Say this site is running on cookies. Do you agree? Do you want to continue? It's not popping up here. In some countries, they are very strict with that. That's GDPR. So the guy that asked the question, Katie, are you satisfied with what I said? No, thank you. So, so GDPR, that's it. So you have comments here. So here you can manage your comments. You can delete the ones that are already available. Then you have your appearance. These are your teams and your editor. We are coming to that. We are going to dive into that. This team, with the editor, it's maybe dealing with your code, editing with your WordPress code. But we're not going to that yet, because this is what new WordPress design. It has some features that are in the former WordPress. You can create a lot of things, but we're not going into that yet, not yet. So plugins, let's go to user first. So here you can add users, you can view all your users, and you can also view your profile. You can view your profile. Okay, so you have your tools. The tools, you can import your site, you can export, you can see available tools and other things that you can do with WordPress. Okay, so let's go to plugins. So WordPress is a market of plugins. It's a market of plugins. What I mean by that is you are going to be hearing about plugins. Everything about WordPress is plugins. Because WordPress is just a management system. If you want to do great stuff, you have to install the great plugins. So depending on your knowledge of what are the plugins available in the market and also the themes available in the market, that will define how your site will look like. So we are going to be looking at WordPress, and WordPress has, I think I should not be exaggerating if I say tens, hundreds of thousands of plugins in the WordPress.org repository. If you go to WordPress.org, you see it. Countless plugins in the site. So you can add a plugin, but you are not adding a plugin yet. Let's add a plugin. Let's add the most popular plugin, which is Elementor. Elementor is a site builder. That's what we use to build our sites from scratch, because WordPress is just a management system. So if you use Elementor, for example, I'm searching for Elementor. With Elementor, you can now add some functions to WordPress. This is it, Elementor and you can see the 5+ million active users. So you can see how people that think that WordPress is a small site, it's a small platform. It's not. I think it's the most popular. 70%, if I'm not mistaken, 70% of websites available is hosted in WordPress. I think I cannot recall the number. It's around that number, 70% of sites available in the internet. So you can see WordPress is not a small platform. So you can install this plugin. We're going to use it to do small edits in the practical session, which will be tomorrow. Now we'll go into themes and install our first theme, and that will be all for today. I hope I'm not too fast, but I'm trying my best to be slow in speech. There's any question why this is installing? I don't know why it's taking this long. I think the questions should come actually when we are trying it out. So I'll be accepting questions when you are trying, because that's when the bugs come in, when you are trying to practicalize it. If you just watch this video, you think it is easy, you don't practice, get scared, you not learn anything from it, and there will be no fruit from wasting your data. The data you wasted here, you're not getting any fruit from it. So when we go off this platform, I used to go back, you try it, you watch the video, you are trying to replicate what I've done. And when you encounter any problem, then you can come to my DM. We'll discuss it. If it's something you have to go to the group so others can benefit, I'll take it to the group and give maybe a general discuss to it. So we can activate the plugins. We can install plugins and you can also activate them. If you deactivate the plugins, it is not deleted, but it has no function, it has no effect in your site if you deactivate it. So I'm not going to install at my account now, because this is just a test site. So just did this. So Elementor widget has been added here. They call these widgets. So I can remove it from this. Sorry, I want to remove Elementor widget. Okay, dashboard is clean again. So let's go to our themes. Where is that? Appearance theme. Yeah, the WordPress is not an application, but localwp.com. That's the place you can download local. Local is I would like to define this. It's an application that grants you access to creating websites locally. Locally, I mean in your system. The website is in your system actually. So it is not in the internet, it's in your system. So it is local, the website is local, and it gives you free access to creating your website and your domain free. Yeah, it's a hosting site. It's a hosting site, but it's an application. You can download it. It's a hosting site, but what differentiates it from other hosting sites is that it's local. It is local. It means it's in your PC. Everything you are doing is in your PC. If I, for example, now I send if you can try it out, you can try WordPress. This site that we're editing now. You can try it out. WordPress 101.local. You see that it is null. The site will show 404 in your own system, but I can only access it in my laptop. And even in my laptop, I can only access it when I come to this local and I start the site here. So now the site is already running. If I stop the site, I will not be able to access it until I start the site here. So it's not something that you can use for your main website just to build your site or to do testing or to give tutorials like this. I think you understand it. Now, so we have some pre-installed themes here. You have your 2024 themes, 2023 themes, 2022 theme. You can delete this. You click on it, then you come here. I don't know what's this thing that is popping up. Okay, you click on this and delete. I like this to be clean because to really help our site in its speed and others. So I will enable auto update. So I don't need to be coming every time to be updating this, but it has a side effect. If there is a problem with the new updated theme, then it might affect your site. The good thing about that is that WordPress, basically, these guys, anytime I think of what they are doing, I usually think, how are they making their money? with this great thing they are doing to the community. So they have the option that it will send you a recovery mode link to the registered email to send a recovery mode. So even though your site is down, you can access it through that link, and you can detect what is wrong and delete it, or disable it, or add a new one. So guess what? They are trying. Yes, there are other hosts that are not local. Yes, and they are not free. There are some free ones that are not local, but that's not the discourse for today. There are some free ones that are not local. Yeah. And there are free ones that they are paid, the ones that are custom domain. You have your name.com or your name. All these are paid. You have to pay to get them. And there are Nigerian platforms, which there are some I use personally, and I've trusted them over the years. And there are other international platform if you think you don't trust Nigeria. So you can add a new team here. From time to time, I'll be looking at the charts, but if I skip your question, please just repeat it. So you can see we have countless themes here. Also, even though if you don't want to access or you don't want to get themes from this place, everything here is free. Everything here, you can continue to scroll forever. It's free in WordPress. If you don't want to access it from here, you can come here, WordPress.org. When you come here, from here you can download the WordPress file. Those that are backends that are developers who understand what we use that for, but that's not our discuss. You can come here to get your where's it? See, plugins and your themes. You can get them from here also if you don't want to access it from there. So you download it and you upload. So for example, I think I should use this. Yeah, you can use this one. The theme you are going to be using today is Astra. Astra, and it's a free theme. So it also has a paid version that you can use. Like I said, in WordPress, everything is free. The paid version also is available, and it has some additional features. So you have Astra here. You can either install it from here, or you come here, you download it. It's a very popular theme. You download it from here, then you come to this place and you upload the theme from this button here. You can see my cursor. You upload the theme from here and you install it. It's the same process. Likewise, your plugins, you can access it through this WordPress repository or from the WordPress dashboard itself. So let's install this. Or we can also preview it before installing. You can see the ratings, number of people that have rated it. I'm trying to see the number of people that use it. You can preview it. You can see the theme here you are going to use. And this theme, why I like it is that it has its own pre-installed different themes that you can also install through this theme. I hope it's not complex for us to understand, but we are going to get it with time. When we install it, we'll show it practically. And that will be the last thing we'll do for today. Because it's already, I forgot to charge my system, I think. Yeah, I forgot to charge my system, and it's even still available for us. Alhamdulillah. So it's activate installation failed. Destination folder already exists. Oh, I've already installed it. No, this is a cached file. So let me refresh this and go to my themes. So it's already installed. I can activate it. So I said, once it's installed, it's not activated. It means it's there, but it's not functional. It is not effective. So we have our Astra installed. So there's a pop-up here. It says what get started with ready-made templates. This is what I was saying. You have templates under Astra. Astra is a theme. A theme defines the look of your website. If you go to a website, for example, whatever I'm seeing for example, let's say let's say, let me go to my personal website. So this is my former. I'm currently updating my. Okay, someone is raising his hand. Please go on.
Yes, Mr. Al-ibiewī, when you talked of the team with Astra, that it has other team, I just want us to get along because you're afraid if it's confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think
what
it's
I
like a part of team with Astra that you can change maybe the look of the team you are having. If you want maybe color of a thing, like if you have a brand that you want your website to look like, maybe the default one is showing black images and things like that. So you can change to maybe green, white, things like that. And the shape of the images are changing as well. That's the
yeah.
icons. I don't. Is that what it means?
That's partially what I'm trying to say, but I was trying to
Oh,
explain it. If you can you see my screen?
very well, very well. Okay.
Yeah. So you can see it says get started with templates. The name itself is templates actually. So with these templates, you can install already made websites by other developers, or the Astra itself. They have already made templates with a website that they created. So you can install the website. When you install this theme, it has those already made templates that you can install directly from the theme. And we look at it just now. So when you look at this side now, how it looks, the look and the feel of this website, it is what we call as what we define as the theme. How it is being defined, how the color, everything, how the images are, everything about the website is what we define as the theme of the website. So that when we come back here, you have to install this starter template, because starter template is a plugin that is going to give us the ability to install these ready-made templates. You can see some examples here: dolphins and creative and innovative ideas. So you can install this. You should install it, because we are going to be using the already made website, the already made themes. If you are building from scratch, I will not advise to install Astra, because it's heavy a little bit, and you can use the Elementor theme, which is Hello Theme, HELLO. So that's the default theme for Elementor, and it's very lightweight, so website will not be heavy. It will not take time long to load. So now the Astra page builder is installed. And okay, is anyone asking a question? Okay, so what do you want to use to edit the site? Okay, running out of time. Okay, so we'll soon be done. Well, do you want to use block editor, or you want to use Elementor? So we use Elementor because we installed our Elementor plugin not long ago. So here you can see these are what I'm talking about when I say it has other themes in it. So you can see already made websites are here. You can just click on it and install without doing anything, just to edit maybe the pictures and everything in the site. Everything will be stored as the website is here. So for example, if let's just choose something we'll work with. I don't want to go for a store. Let's choose just a landing page. Okay, construction company. Let's go with this. Since it's freemium, it's not paid. So we'll click on it, and we can upload our logo. So they are giving us a preferred size, 180 times 60 pixels. You can go to Canva, edit your logo. You set the size that you need in Canva, then you export it. Maybe we'll look at that if time permits in the practical class. So you can I'll skip this and continue. So you can see the site that's already installed. Here you can also choose, you can edit this site itself. You can choose pre-made colors. You can also set your own colors, but they already have some pre-made colors that are here. You can choose different ones that you feel like matches your brand also. Okay, you can also choose your font. I like this font. I like this. Yeah, it's good. But this is a luxury font. But I will go with something closer to bold. And yeah, I like this. This fits construction. This is where designs comes in. So to be a good WordPress developer, I guess here you have to be a designer. You have to know the design language and the design rules, UI UX design itself. That's why it's good for UI UX designers. It is easy for them to for them to move into WordPress development, and from there to real development with code. Then we can continue. I've already set everything. First name, let's use Abubakar, work email. Okay, I'll use that. I can export myself. This is GDPR. This GDPR, the guy that was asking, this GDPR is part of GDPR. So I have to agree. If they send me this, some countries, like I think Europe itself, all of Europe, if you send this, if you do not take the permission of the users of your website and you send them privacy statement or something like that, newsletters without their permission, then your site can be banned. So continue. We install everything for us. So after this process is completed, we have our site installed. The only thing we need to do is just to go and edit what we need to edit to make it perfect. This is not the perfect website, but you can get started with this. So when you know this, then you can now go into custom building, animation, other things. But this is something you can start with, and it's already a bright future ahead. And you have not used any code so far. You have not paid any penny. So what is stopping us from learning? We are complaining of the economy every day. As I don't like talking about politics, actually, because you can have heart attack from politics. Just build on yourself. Pray for the country. Pray for your leaders. Build yourself. And do the best you can do. Give back to the community. So I'm just waiting. If there's any question.
No, assalamu alaikum. Let me ask a question for you, yeah? Okay, so you're talking about the Astra theme. Then you talked about we having different types of is a website I'll call it, or this type of template inside that same theme. Now, can you actually install more than one template at a time?
It will cause a conflict to your site. Because I try to install 2 sites in a site. A template is already a whole website. So if you install the template and you want to install another one, you can delete that one because it causes a conflict in your site. It's like you're having a homepage already, you're still installing another homepage. So there will be a conflict. Okay. Either one will override the other, or to cause a break in your site, to cause, to destroy your website. Maybe then you have to restore the website or reinstall the theme itself. So you have one template. You can edit the template and make it better. Type in a single line of code. It's not the best, I'm saying. It might be the best for. They have a lot of things to do to edit it, to make it, to make it a world-class website. So this already installed without typing a single line of code. So I think this is something we can get hold of today, and I think we have already benefited from this. When you update we'll talk about that in practical class. I think if there's any question before we call it a day for today, you can go to our other pages, our project pages, our services, everything. You can edit this to make it beautiful, to make it fit your company. Come here. You can sell this website for us. If you're a good businessman, 100K, you sell the site. 50, you sell the site. Especially if you have connections with others, with clients outside the country. So you see our about page and also our services page. So if there's any question, why do we just take a look at the pages, what you have created, without typing a single line of code. And you can always edit it. Please send the record into the group. Okay, I will try to do that. Okay, so I think we can call it a day for now. So it's installed, the site was installed in 1.49 minutes, which is 1.5 minutes approximately. I think that's all for today, and I really appreciate your presence. It's a pleasure. And I think you have benefited from this, and I wish us the best. Tomorrow we'll meet and we'll complete the session. We'll edit the site, change some things, look at what Elementor can do, the simple things Elementor can do. And yes, I think that's what I usually do. I upload it to Google Drive for further use, or I will upload it to my YouTube channel, either of the two. So any of them I do, I will send the link, inshallah, to the site. But I have to also, I have to check the videos, merge them together, or I'll just send them as parts, inshallah. So I think we'll call it a day. Thank you all. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. And thank you. I will exit the screen share now and save the recording.